Next time on the Africans on Africa podcast, we will be having a special guest from Congo.
I am from a tribe called Banyamulenge in DRC. Many of us are being unalived and eaten by other people.
This video is for you if you're an African who's been wondering what's been happening in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Or perhaps you're an African who's been wondering why you should be conscious about what is happening in the Democratic Republic of Congo. In the next 5 minutes, I'll try to briefly outline what has been happening within this space, but also where this conflict came from. I wouldn't be doing justice to this conflict if I don't take you back to 1994, where we saw the end of a genocide that took over 1 million Tutsis in Rwanda. The genocide was executed by the Hutus in Rwanda, who had the aim of wiping out the Tutsi ethnicities within Rwanda. Now, two things happened at this time that are still recurring at the time of the conflict currently. We saw that during the genocide, we saw millions of Tutsis running away or migrating from Rwanda and trying to find settlements in other countries, and specifically also within the eastern region of the Democratic Republic of Congo. But post the genocide, we saw Hutus also migrating from Rwanda and trying to settle within the Democratic Republic of Congo, specifically the Hutu extremists who had executed the genocide. Now, why this is important is because naturally we are seeing conflict between these two groups, and we are seeing more conflict with the president of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, who came after the Hutu extremists who had tried to settle within the Democratic Republic of Congo post the genocide. Another ethnic group that is important to talk about within this region is the Banyamulenge tribe. Now, the Banyamulenge tribe is important because it's an ethnic group that has been trying to find its ethnic identity within the Democratic Republic of Congo and trying to find acceptability within the Democratic Republic of Congo. That is why we have seen flare-ups of the Banyamulenge tribe conflicting or fighting for their land against the government of the Democratic Republic of Congo and the UN forces that are available within the Democratic Republic of Congo. Now, the Banyamulenge tribe is a result of the Berlin Conference and the divisive nature within which we saw borders being drawn in Africa, and these borders are what we recognize as carvings of the African continent currently. The borders that were drawn between Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo are responsible for the demarcation that we see of the Tutsi people who are now in Rwanda and also in the eastern part of the Democratic Republic of Congo, who make up part of the Banyamulenge tribe as well. Now, from 1996 going forward, we have seen the Democratic Republic of Congo war, or flare-ups of the wars that have been defined as the Great War of Africa, taking over 6 million lives. And what is important about this war, or what is important about this conflict, is the fact that it takes up over half a dozen of African countries in terms of contributing to this war. And we have seen that the Democratic Republic of Congo takes up space in the east, west, and also part of the southern Africa. And this means that SADC forces are sent to the Democratic Republic of Congo to support it. Some of the troops within Uganda, Rwanda, and also the Burundi, which are on the eastern side of the Democratic Republic of Congo, are also involved within this conflict as well. But in addition to this, we have also seen how the international community has taken sides within this conflict and contributed to the build-up of this conflict, and also how the sides have continually had flare-ups within the conflict as well. Some people might ask how the militia groups or the militant groups like the M23 and the FDLR have come up to be within this conflict as well. Now, starting with the FDLR, which is more affiliated with the Hutu ethnicity, which we have spoken about in terms of emanating from Rwanda. They have been part of the flare-ups in terms of fighting hand in hand with the Democratic Republic of Congo, specifically also trying to drive out the Tutsis from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Now, what has been coming up, or what has been spoken about in terms of militant groups recently, is the M23, which is a militant group that was formed on March 23, 2009, and this is comprised of Tutsis who form the M23 militant group. Now, Some people say the Rwandan president Paul Kagame is responsible for funding and also supporting the M23 because of the affiliation of the Tutsis with the group. And in that regard, they are also fighting the Hutus that within the Democratic Republic of Congo. And the strategic position of the eastern part of the Democratic Republic of Congo in terms of the strategic location and also minerals that are within that part have also seen flare-ups of the M23, which we saw recently in 2021, where the Democratic Republic of Congo government actually fought them off, and we saw a rise again in 2023, 2024, and the recent upsurge that we have seen in the current conflict, where they have taken over Goma, which is a city that is strategic but also rich in minerals, and also an ethnically divided city that the Banyamulenge tribe have always been fighting for. And within this, we have seen them expand their territory and expand their capture of this territory as well in recent times. Now, my question to you is, if you are within the Banyamulenge tribe, or if you are within the epicenter of this conflict, what should we do to stop this conflict? What is the African countries, or what are African countries doing to contribute to this conflict, possibly in more negative ways? And what is our role as Africans in terms of being able to stop this conflict as soon as possible? My name is Ivan Munashikatsere, and I am an African.